You in my life is all I'm hoping for. If you go be mine, dear, now forevermore. I won't talk my mind.
Hello everyone, this is still Emotions. Emotions is all about love, it's all about relationship, it's all about marriage. And perhaps you're there, you're looking for a relationship expert. Well, Shade Abolari is just a call away. You can actually just put a call to me and I'll be there to give you useful tips on how you can actually sustain your marriage and how you can actually build up your relationship. And today we shall be taking a look at ways of sustaining your marriage. The number one thing is communication. You need to communicate with your partner regularly. Let him know what is happening to you. Let him know all about you. How your day was when you're back from work. All the things that has happened to you. Communication is key in every marriage and relationship. What about trust? Your partner should have at least, let me not say 100%, 97% trust. That okay, my fiancé cannot do this. My fiancé can't do this. My wife, I trust her. My husband, I trust him. Your spouse should be able to vouch for you and trust you. Also, how romantic are you in your marriage? Romance is very, very important. Like I said in my previous episode of the show, it's very, very important in a marriage. And you need to keep that love going. You need to show your partner that you love him. You need to show your partner that you love her. What about giving each other gifts? Love, like I used to emphasize in the show, love is not stingy. You need to buy your partner a gift. You could just be in a store or in a boutique or a shop and you just see something that your wife might like or your husband would like. Why not just buy it? It might not be something so expensive. It might be very, very cheap. You know, buying gifts for each other goes a long way in actually helping the relationship or marriage. What about how you deal with your husband's friends, your wife's friends, or your fiancé's friends and the rest? You need to be friendly with them and you actually need to be free with them because, of course, at the end of it all, they are the ones that will, especially in the situation where you're still engaged, they are the ones that will actually, say good things about you and ensure that both of you marry each other. I hope these tips have been, will go a long way in sustaining your marriage because perhaps you're there, your marriage is just about to crash. Why don't you try one or two of these tips that I've just talked about? And I'm very, very sure it will really go a long way in sustaining your marriage. I missed that one point. Forgiveness. You should be able to forgive each other at all times. Anytime you offend each other, so long as your partner is apologetic and is sorry and has apologized, you need to accept apologies. And then right now, the second segment is emotional trauma. And emotional trauma is a segment where we talk about true life experiences of couples. Stay tuned.
You in my life is all I'm hoping for. If you go be mine, dear, now forevermore. I won't talk my mind.
Yes, this is still Emotions and this is emotional trauma segment. On emotional trauma, we usually talk about true life experiences of couples and those that are in relationship. And today I shall be talking about Kunle and Kemi. I was opportune to meet Kunle and Kemi one-on-one, and something actually attracted me to them. And I was like, oh, Kunle and Kemi, wow, apart from your name that is K and K, you guys actually complement each other. You look good together. And I decided to probe further and ask that what has actually been sustaining your marriage. And you know what they told me? Both of them at the same time, not that I asked Kunle first or I asked Kemi first. They said unconditional love. Unconditional love. When you love somebody limitlessly, regardless. And like I used to say, love makes sacrifices. Love is patience. Love is forgiving. So in this segment, I just want to emphasize the need for couples to actually love each other unconditionally. I remember those days in school when we used to deceive ourselves and say, okay, we are dating, and boys and girls would be like, I'm in love with this girl, and the following month or or some couple of months later, they are in love with another person. It shouldn't be like that. When you're ready to settle down, you should love your partner unconditionally. And no matter any other girl or any other guy out there that you see, you shouldn't feel attracted to such a person. You should always be attracted to your spouse or your partner. So I hope with what I've talked about today, you will actually turn a new leaf. For those of you that probably are messing around, you're married and you're still dating some other girls out there, or perhaps you're engaged to somebody to be married to, and yet you still have another person in your mind that, okay, you might change to this person. I want to tell you categorically that when you love somebody unconditionally, you will not be able to have any change of plans. And so on the third segment today, we shall be showing clips and pictures of Aremo Oba and Olori Adeboale Oluyomi. We shall be seeing exciting pictures of both of them together. Unfortunately, they were unable to come live on the show, but I have love of pictures of both of them together that you will definitely want to see. Stay tuned.
Time, my dear, yeah, yeah.
It be like say you know, no, say